There's always one surprise on this build. How to fix it up. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So tonight we're back on the ATV quad bike. Now we're going to try and get the rear end all pulled apart, ready for sanding back and getting some fresh paint on. But before we go ahead with that, we've got a few parcels to open up. So we'll open them up and check them out, see what we got. Alright, so the first one we got, I've already opened this one up. We've got another rear drive boot. The rear drive boot that we received in the third video, I believe it was incorrect for the 450. It was actually for a Yamaha Kodiak 400. So if there's anyone requiring a drive boot for the Yamaha Kodiak 400, post down in the comments below and I'll get it sent to you. The rear uni joint, so the one that was on the rear was damaged. Awesome, so we've got the new radiator. So before we go and mount this, we do have to get the new clips for the thermo fan. I did damage one of the plastic clips on the thermo fan, so what we're going to do is get some JB weld, join that plastic back up, and hopefully we should be good to go. Get the thermo fan mounted to the new radiator and get this sucker up and in the bike. Let's go and get this rear swing arm and start disassembling. Alright guys, so I reckon we're going to start with removing the wheels. That'll free up the axle. Probably remove the brake caliper. Looks like we have the swing arm parts off here and here. And it looks like that'll pull off. And then we can clean up around these areas. See what we got to go. Doesn't feel like there's any damaged bearings or anything in the mix, but we'll check it all out before we go putting it back together. Can't really see. Alright guys, as is always suspected, there's got to be some sort of a surprise happening. So what we've got here is, it looks like they've welded the hub on to the shaft for whatever reason. Obviously the thread must have been a bit dippy, so I'm thinking we're going to have to take care of that. We'll have to pull the shaft out, put it up in the lathe, and may have to weld it up a bit and machine it back and put a new thread on it. Hopefully we can do all this without damaging too much more. Yeehaw! Alright, we've got it pretty well stripped down to as far as we can go with this thing. We need to sort out what we're doing with this axle now. So I can't take the disc off, I can't take the disc guard off until we get rid of this thing here. Hopefully we can slide the hub off, and then from there, if I can get that shaft out all on its own, we should be able to chuck it up in the lathe and fix this thread up, get another nut for it, and hopefully be on our way. Other than that, everything else seems to be working pretty well. Doesn't feel rough on the bearings or anything like that, so let's get the grinder and start trying to trim this weld away without doing too much damage. Worst case scenario, if I damage the hub a little bit, I can machine a bit of that as well. Hopefully we won't go too far with it. See how we go. Now I'm hoping if we remove this, knock this hub off, hopefully our shaft will go through the seal, through the bearings, come out the other side. Now I'm not 100% sure if this is correct or not, but if it is, that should allow us to get the naked shaft out, get the discs and stuff off, then we should be able to chuck the shaft straight up into the lathe and machine off the welds so we get a nice clean tidy cut. Won't have to hack into it with a grinder. So we're going to try that, see how we go. Now we're taking Dodge to the next level. Unfortunately, if this doesn't work, we're going to be cutting this nut off, I think. Oh, there she goes. Look at that for a leverage bar, people. Got the job done though. She was under tight. Alright, fingers crossed this works the way we want it to. Thought I was gonna get lucky. So after all our hard work, we're going to split the stud with the puller. It's no good. As you can see around it, you've got the full outline of the shaft. I'm wondering if they've welded inside there before they've welded this on, because I'd imagine that should be coming by now. Hey beauty. I guess we're just going to keep on welding, keep on grinding and see where we come to. I want to be recording in case this works. It's dodgy as buggery, but if it works, I want you guys to see how it was done. This is definitely not ideal format. Finish a couple of last spots off. Well, that's one part done. Try to get the other one off. Alright guys, definitely not the ideal situation here. I've rigged it up on the lathe, got it on the slowest setting. Plan is to try and take out as much of this weld as I can. So let's see how we go. Wouldn't be trying this usually, I tell you. Alright guys, so we've just finished machining the weld that was there. I don't know what kind of rods they used, but it was blooming hard. I think they might have been stainless rods or something, I don't know, but that's just come off. So I'm hoping we should be able to knock this off now, and that's to size. So I should be able to machine that up nicely and hopefully be able to reuse that. The hub on the other hand is worn. Whether this spline's able to be recycled or not, I don't know. We might have to just end up going and buying a new shaft. But we'll have a look and see what it comes to. We'll get this assembly out, see if we can knock it off. Let's see how it goes. Let that soak in overnight. May or may not make some changes. So we'll see. Alright guys, it's the next day. Rang a few of the wreckers that I can find on the internet, asking them about a replacement shaft, disc holder and hub for this, with no luck at all. They actually say that the Kodiak 450 03 model is a model of its own and the part number suits only that model, so gonna have to try and sort something out here. So I'm trying to get this off without damaging the shaft too much more. We might be able to savour it, weld it up and remachine it back into spec. I don't know how we're going to go with the hubs and stuff though, but at this point let's try and get this disc holder off without doing any more damage to it. Some butane would be nice right about now. Unfortunately I just went to grab my bottle and it's out. So we're going to do what we're going to do. Alright guys, after a lot of hacking and jacking and more hacking, I think we're getting pretty bloody close. I think yes, we're moving. Yeah. Success. Alright guys, so there's all our bits and pieces. We now have our shaft out here. What we're going to do, I think we managed to save a majority of this. Might get away with welding up the groove. Put the ground in here. Welding up this part here, remachining it, otherwise maybe be better off facing it, drilling it, putting a new stud in there, threading it out for a new one. These seem to be pretty hard to come by other than going overseas, which at this point in time I really don't want to wait that long for this. So it might be see if we can fabricate it and get it nice again. And what we're going to do about the hubs and stuff. So the hubs back as well, we might be able to machine that back and back to size. And saying that, I think it's inside of that that's caused the damage. we actually got no spline inside of this one, so I think that's the one that's stuffed. I think I have seen them in Victoria for sale, brand new, so that might not be too much of an issue. The other thing that we've got to worry about is this now, the disc carrier, or disc mount. We did damage that a little bit when we took it out, but in saying that, we might be able to machine that flush, machine up a spacer, whether we weld it on or just have it on there. I don't think that's going to cause too much of a concern, as long as that slides on and off nice and easy, which it should by the time we're done machining. What a job that one was, eh? Nearly 2 days just to get a shaft. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to machine away the front part of this spline here. Then we're going to weld this section here up and the front section of this. Then what we're going to do is machine it back down to flush. Then I've got another tool that I've cut up and I'll go in and scribe that line back through. So hopefully we've got a brand new spline. Alright guys, so as you can see, I started doing this because I couldn't get the camera in a good spot to take it. But what I'm doing is I've got my cutter in here that I've just profiled roughly to the shape of the V's in the shaft, and all I'm doing is locating it in the shaft over here in the groove and scribing it through the welds until it's down to depth. Alright guys, so I've got the main profile in now. As you can see, the spline's back in there. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to do a fine coat. So I've just painted that black, so when we do the fine cutting we can see the marking out coming out. So all I'm going to do is grind our tool into the same V as on the original part of the spline, set it back up, and we'll do it all again. Hopefully this time we'll cut it out to size.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Alright guys, we've just finished scribing it, done the profile, moment of truth. This is the hub. Oh yeah, reckon we just saved ourselves about 400 bucks. Alright, it was a fidgety job. In the end we got it. Looking fantastic. Now all we need to do is mirror this thread on the other side. It has got a stub and a hole behind it. Probably hear that rain pouring down behind me. So all we need to do is machine a stub, put a hole through it for a split pin, and we are done with this shaft. So as you can see, this is the section we've got to machine onto the other side. Boom. Alright guys, there you have it. We have just saved ourselves about 400 bucks for a new shaft, and no doubt with the virus going around at the moment, probably 4 to 5 weeks wait for one to come from the States. As you can see, our hub goes on, beautiful, locks, that's going to drive no dramas at all. Now we've got our nut, goes on the end, holds it all together. Beautiful. Everything's looking sweet. The only thing we've still got left to do is the mount for the disc brake. But for this video, we're going to call it quits. That was a pretty big segment. Took a lot of work to get this shaft back to a usable condition. Now we've got it back, we can start getting all the diff back together. We've got a hub, new hub on the way, so that'll be sweet. We'll get the disc mount welded up, we'll machine up a spacer, weld it on there, machine that all back nice and flush so it's all good, sits all nice again. Everything should be sweet. We'll get all the swing arm and axle covers all painted up, looking sweet. And I have a feeling that the new suspension, new rear shocker rocked up the other day. I just haven't gone down and picked it up from the post office yet, so fingers crossed this thing will be coming together very soon. Alright guys, so that's a wrap for this video. She's coming together real quickly now, so hopefully we've got no more scary little surprises like that one come along. That shaft took well longer than I expected it to take, but good news is we've got it back to a usable condition. We'll be able to smash that thing back together, have this thing back down on 4 wheels very shortly. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, set your notifications, click on the like button for us. Any ideas on how these videos could be improved, chuck them down in the comments box. I will be reading them, but for now, stay safe, and we'll catch you next time.